Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Dr. Anand Vyas. Today we are going to learn indicators of economic activities. There's first indicator national income, second gross domestic product, third gross national product, fourth net domestic product, fifth net national product. National income. What is the meaning of national income? The sum of all income of the people of a country is a national income. In the money value of all the final goods and a service product by year by country during a period of 1 year, it only consists, the emphasis is 1 year. Again I am repeating, the sum of all income of the people of a country is the national income. The sum of all incomes of the people of a country is a national income. Period, only 1 year. Then what is the need for the study of national income? To measure the size of economy and the level of country of economic performance, to trace the trend and speed of the economic growth, to know the structure and composition of the national income in terms of various sector and the periodical variation in them, to make projection about the future development and the trend of the economy. Then there are various concepts of national income. First, GNP stand for gross national product, GDP stand for gross domestic product, NDP stand for net domestic product, NNP stand for net national product. National income consists of collection of different types of goods and services of different types. Thus we need to study all these measure the accurate national income. Gross national product. It is defined as the total market value of all final goods and services produced in a year in a country. Two things must be noted regard to GNP. It is a monetary measure. It is a monetary measure. For calculating GNP, all goods and services must be counted once. It is a flow measure of value of goods and service currently produced by resident of a country. Gross national product has following components. GNP has the following components, like first, value of final consumer goods. Value of final consumer goods. This is first component. Second, value of new capital goods. Third, value of output of general government, which is taken to be equal the value of purchase of the goods and services by the government. Net exports, which is equal to value of goods exported minus the value of goods imported. Net factor income from abroad. In the later in this video we calculate GNP, GDP as following aspect. Now, net factor income from abroad. What is the meaning of net factor income from abroad? It refers to the difference between factor income received from the rest of the world and factor income paid to the rest of the world. Factor income received rest of the world and factor income paid to the rest of the world. Factor income from abroad is the income earned by national normal resident of a country from the rest of the world in the form of wages and salary, rent, interest, dividend and retained earning. Factor income to abroad is the factor income paid to the normal resident of other countries, that is non-resident, for their factor services within the economic territory. What is the meaning of GDP? This is something important. GDP, gross domestic product, is the monetary value of all final goods and services produced in the domestic territory of a country during a year. It is a change in the growth rate of an economy, usually calculated on annual basis. It can be calculated on a quarterly basis as well as. It include all private and public consumption, government outlay, investment, export minus import occur with a defined territory. It is a broad measure of nation's overall economic activity. GDP at factor cost is estimated the sum of net value added by the different producing units and the consumption of fixed cost. GDP include what is the basic meaning, what is the basic formula of GDP at factor cost is equal to cost of production within a year. All the students, please remember, within a year, cost of production plus subsidies. GDP at market price is the sum of gross value added of all resident consumer at market price plus taxes less subsidies. GDP at market price, price paid by consumer minus subsidy. Price paid by consumer minus subsidy, and at factor cost we add this thing, at market cost we subtract the subsidies. Per capita GDP of an economy is obtained by dividing the total GDP in a year by the population of the economy in the same year. Suppose India is having a 10 lakh GDP, so divide by the number of population 130 crore, as the per state by 20 crore, 25 crore. So there is basic formula. Okay. Net domestic product. What is the basic meaning of net domestic product? Look, we understand the net domestic product is equal to the gross domestic product minus depreciation. Only we can do GDP minus depreciation on a country's capital goods. While calculating GDP, no provision is made for the depreciation allowance, also called capital consumption allowance. In such situation, gross domestic product will not reveal complete flow of goods and services through various sectors. A part of is therefore set aside in the form of depreciation allowed when depreciation allowed is subtract from GDP. A simple formula: GDP minus DEP, the depreciation, is equal to NDP. What is the basic meaning of GDP? GDP is equal to 1 year income of all the peoples, then we minus depreciation for NDP. NNP, net national product, GDP, NDP. Now the third indicator is net national product, NNP. NNP means the total value of goods produced and services provided in a country during 1 year after depreciation of capital goods has been allowed for. It can be derived by subtraction of depreciation allowed in GNP. GNP minus depreciation is equal to NNP. It can also be found by adding the net factor of income from abroad to net domestic product. It's also called national income at market price. National income at factor cost. National income at factor cost. National income at factor cost means the sum of all income earned by resource supplier of their contribution of land, labor, capital and organizational ability, which go into the year's net production. Hence the sum of income received by factors of production in the form of rent, wages, interest and profit is called national income. Symbolically, through formula NI, net national income at factor cost equal to NNP plus subsidies minus indirect taxes. Like indirect taxes, service tax is called one kind, GST is one type of indirect taxes. Now next point, stock and flow. A flow is a quantity that must be measured over a period of time. A flow is a quantity that must be measured over a period of time. Income, the goods and services produced each year. Deficits, the excess of spending over income each year. A stock is a quantity that is measured at a single instant of time. Wealth, all the goods of person. Wealth is the sum of past net saving. Okay. Measurement of national income. Now this is one important point. Measurement of national income. For calculating national income as an economy is looked upon the three angles. First, value added method. Second, income method. And third, expenditure method. Value added income and expenditure. We are going to learn all the three methods step by step. First, what is the value added method? Production unit is an economy are classified into primary, secondary and tertiary sector. On the basis of this classification, value added method is used for national economy. Economy is used as a combination of individual and household owning different kind of factors of production. On this basis, income method is used. In economy is also used as a collection of units per consumption, saving, investment. On this basis, we used expenditure method for same. Value added method. There's first method. This is also called as output method or production method. In this method, national income is measured as the flow of goods and services. We calculate money of all final goods and services produced in the economy during a year. Final goods here refers those goods which are directly consumed and not used in further production process. Final goods like chapati, like roti, there's final consumable goods. Wheat is a more production. Wheat is a not final goods. Okay. The economy is classification into the sectors like agriculture, industry, fisheries, forest, direct services, and foreign transaction, etc. In each sector, we can find out the value of final goods and services. National income is calculated like NDP equal to NFIA. NDP equal to NFIA. Income method. Now there is the second point, income method. Under this method, national income is measured as the flow of factor income. There are generally four factors of production: labor, capital, land and entrepreneurship. Labor gets wages, salaries, capital get interest, land gets rent and entrepreneurship get profit as their remuneration. Only those income earned and received for production goods and for rendering services are to be counted. Transfer payments such as old age pension, widow's pension, unemployment benefit, etc. should not be counted. Now this is an important point. In income method, we are not counting widow pension, old age pension, unemployment benefit should not be counted are as income received without contribution to the production. Now our third method is expenditure method. In this method, national income is measured as the flow of expenditure. GDP is sum total of private consumption, expenditure, government consumption, expenditure, gross capital formation and net export. One income is another man's expenditure. Understand this line very carefully. One income is another man's expenditure. Therefore, national income can be arrived by adding the total expenditure of individual and business firm during a year on goods and services. So, there is very simple formula for this: GDP plus NFIA minus consumption of fixed capital minus net indirect taxes. Now, what is the meaning of NFIA? NFIA means as net factor income from abroad. Net factor income from abroad. Okay, my friends. Now move to the next. Difficulties in the calculating of national income. There we are facing such kind of difficulties like black money. There's huge difficulty for calculating a national income. It has created a parallel economy, unreported economy, which is equal to the size of officially estimated size of economy. Non-monetization, it is the most in the rural economy. Considered portion of the transaction occurs informally without the helping of monetary aspect. Growing service sectors, growing faster than the agriculture, industrial sector, value addition in legal consultancy, health services. So growing sectors, we are not supposed to build accurate financial position for the growing sectors. Now our next problem to calculate national income. It is a household services. It ignores domestic work, and housekeeping services, social services, it ignores volunteer and unpaid social services. Last, income generated by foreign firms. Their income from a part of national income of the country in which they are located or should it belongs to the national income of the country owning the firm. Last, we are going to just revise all the formula, all the method, GDP, GNP and GNI. I know there is some complex topic. This is a complex topic for BTech student, but together we will learn all the things in a fruitful manner. There's summary for GDP, GNP and GNI. First, GDP, net gross domestic product. Gross domestic product. Value of national output is a product produced in a country that include national income, national output, national expenditure. Income include for foreign multinational. In GDP we include income foreign multinationals. Next, GNP, GDP plus net proprietary income from abroad. It's basically exclude from income earned by multinational when a profit is sent back to the other countries. Last, third, GNI. GNI mean as gross national income, similar to GNP, some value of output by resident producers and net receipt of primary income from abroad plus net product taxes less subsidies. Again remember, less subsidies not included in the valuation of output. A country which earn positive net income on FDI will include in GNI but not in GDP. That's important point. Please mark a star. A country which earn positive net income on FDI will include in GNI but not on GDP. Okay. Thank you everyone. If you have any doubt, any question regarding my today's video, please comment on this. Please comment on Google Classroom. Please or WhatsApp me, text me for regarding your doubt and questions, and trying to solve your question in the best positive manner. Stay at home, stay safe and keep learning and keep shining. Thank you everyone.